was a German with a Jewish origin in 1818. He propounded a theory that religion is providing moral sanction and illusion, a succor for equitable and unfair conditions, and a rationalism for inequalities. And so he saw religion as the side of the oppressed creatures, the feelings of a heartless world. And he, of course, propounded theory from his background as an atheist. You know, as an atheist that doesn't believe in God, and he feels that religion is what is used by the politicians and the powerful to seduce the underprivileged. So that's why he came up with that. But in Africa, we have many African theorists or African theologians, but the one we have interest here is Bolaji Idowu in his theological theory. He was the author of African Traditional Religion, a definition, written in 1973. He was of the view that religion originated from revelation, experience, and mysticism or mystery. That religion originated from these three: a revelation of God himself, from human beings' experience, and of course mystery, because the idea of the mysterium or the mysterious, mystery is part and parcel of every religion, because there are many things that are undefinable, that cannot be understood. So we now talk of the history of the study of religion. The history of mankind shows the pervasive influences of religion. Following the discovery of agriculture and the emergence of settlements, humans began to ponder on the natural phenomena around them, which gave enough considerations for religious matters. So man naturally was endowed with religion or with religious instincts to long for his source, for his creator. So religion is a particular system or a set of systems in which doctrines, myth, and other similar elements are interconnected. So the history of the study of religion is divided into three. The history of the study of religion is divided into three: the Greco-Roman period, the Middle Ages to the Reformation, and the beginning of the modern period. The Greco-Roman period is dated from 800 to 40 BC. Of course, you know the idea of BC and AD. BC counted from up to down, while AD from down to up. So in the Greco-Roman period of the history of the study of religion, the earliest attempt in the study of religion was the theogony of the Greek poet Hesiod about the genealogies of the gods. Then came to the philosophers like Thales, Heraclitus, Anaximander, and others, gave rationalistic ideas of the gods. So the Greek concept of religion became prominent in the Roman world. The theogony of the gods is just like the genealogy of the gods, which even in African religion we say from this god to that god, this god born this one married this one married this one, and that was how they categorized the origin of the religion. So the Greek concept of religion became prominent in the Roman, of course, in the Roman Empire, or the Roman idea of the gods. That was the idea. Then of the world, Roman world, patterns and methods of religion or religious belief became complex in the Roman world and of a different levels. There were types of religions developed side by side with the Roman civilization and idea. Christianity came in contact and counter with classic civilization of the Romans. So development of Judeo-Christian tradition versus Greco-Roman paganism came together. That was the problem. The Greco-Roman paganism and of course the Judeo-Christian. By the Judeo-Christian tradition we mean the Judaism and its Christianity. And of course you know that from the earliest time we said that even the two major known Western religions of the world, Christianity and Islam, had their root from Judaism. So then we came to the Middle Ages, to the Reformation, from 12th to 16th centuries. So Christianity spread beyond Roman Empire to Northern Europe. So Muslim theology and philosophy pervaded and of course impacted Western Christianity. Values of reasons and revelation were maintained. Secularization of European philosophical thoughts in relation to natural sciences also developed. All this led to the multidisciplinary approach of the modern period in the study of religion, and that was in the Middle Ages. In the modern period, that's the late 17th to 18th centuries, there was development of science of religion or sociology of religion. So because sociologists are active in developing a general theory of religion, so developmental account of religion began in this period by the following notable scholars like Giambattista Vico in 1668 to 1774, who revealed stages of Greek religion, divination of nature, powers that are controlled by man like fire and crops, to the institutions like marriage, anthropomorphism, that's a humanizing the gods, giving the gods the idea of humans. And one of the people that philosophers that came up that time was also David Hume from 1711 to 1776. His work on natural history of religion, and of course his polytheism as the result of naive. He said polytheism was as the result of naive or crude anthropomorphism in causes of natural events, that intensification of propitiation and other forms of worship led to exaltation of one infinite divinity or the infinite divine being. And so this was how the three stages of the development of religion came up. And then we see the sources for the study of religion. Religion and culture are inseparable bonds. And of course, religion emanated from people's way of life. There are two major sources for the study of religion. That's physical or non-oral sources, and then the oral sources. The non-oral sources, we see physical sources, non-oral, like arts, ritual, and ceremonies, shrines and sacred places, religious articles, objects, symbols, divination. These serve as the sources of the study of religion. In the non-physical or non-oral sources, we see songs, music, dances, drama, and liturgical. Some of these things we cannot even quantify, cannot hold, non-physical. These are the sources from where religion is derived. So then, what's the importance of the study of religion in human society? The importance of religion in human society cannot be overemphasized, because the properties of religion that necessitate or that are necessary to societal system of belief and ideas, sacred monuments and others. So there are some properties of religion that are important in the study of religion in human society. One is the central myth. There must be central myth that people believe. A myth is an imaginary story that may or may have not happened. In the African folklore, you tell stories of tortoise going to his in-laws' houses and other things. Who was there? Who saw them? There are myths of how the gods did this and did that. Revelation, of course, is there as one of the properties of religion. Ethics, there must be ethics, the guidelines of the rights and wrongs of every religion. There are emotional expressions which follows the idea of any religion. Maybe emotional expressions in worship, frenzy expression. In Christianity, we have speaking tongues, we have the Holy Spirit, impartation and other things falling on one. We have material expressions like the buildings, churches. In African religion, the shrines. There are ideas of sacredness, sacred objects, and there are the promotion and sustenance of socio-economic and political stability and ethnic reorientation, and religious tolerance, among other things. These are ways and the religious properties enhance, of course, the societal beliefs. Methods and approaches to the study of religion. This is the procedure used. By method and approaches, we mean procedures used to study religion. We have the scientific method. So contemporary study of religion covers a wide range of interests and methods that often complement each other. We have research methods in religious studies: descriptive research method, library research method, oral tradition, historical approach, phenomenological approach, sociological approach, philosophical approach, anthropological approach, theological approach, comparative, of course, approach, among others that are the parts. This brings us to the end of the aspect. Of course, remember, the course is Introduction of Religious and Cultural Studies, but we are done now with this on religious studies.